Hello and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That? The podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Erin.
I'm your co-host, Bobby.
Hey guys, it's me from editing. So the audio on this episode got really messed up. Had a crazy high-pitched sound running through the entire thing. Let me play you a clip of the original so you can understand. He's telling just me this joke. He literally faces his whole body towards me. The crowd is looking at me, and it makes it so much funnier. So I spent hours and hours and hours editing the audio, and it still sounds terrible. I'm not an audio engineer, and yeah, I just did my best. So please disregard that it sounds bad and just try to get through it anyway, because I think it's a really good episode. Love you guys. And welcome back to season 3.
Are you mad at me?
What?
I don't know. I feel like you're mad at me.
We have been together for 40 minutes.
When you were texting me, I thought you were mad at me. But then I realized that maybe it's just like a different thing.
Like earlier today?
Yeah.
Oh, no. What?
Like I just changed the time a million times. It's just a bit.
No, I just was like, because I planned it around 9, like I didn't know if I could be ready earlier than 9 because I had time.
Which is so funny because it is 9:20.
Well, now it is, but like if you had gotten here at 9, then it would be 10:20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't even know what we're talking about.
Well,
that was a crazy thing to say.
I just was planning it in a funny way. I didn't think you were actually going to think that I thought you were
It
mad.
was just so shocking that how long we've been together before.
Yeah, I didn't actually think you were mad.
No, I get that now.
Okay.
I was just like
taken
aback.
Redo the beginning.
I think that's funny.
Okay, great. You guys. I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I'm ready.
I
thought you were going to say something.
No, please say something because I can't.
Are you hammered off of this one little drinky?
No, I just like forget how to podcast.
Yeah, no, it's been, it was a weekend.
It was a weekend.
Yeah, but I have a couple of items that I want to circle back on from last week before we get into what we've been doing since then.
Okay.
Which, by the way, it feels like it's been like 3 weeks. It's been 6 days we calculated. So something's going on. The first thing I want to discuss is last week we were like, we don't care if Taylor Swift ever talks again. Like, who gives a fuck about any of this? Brittany Mahomes, suck my dick, don't care. Like, 30 minutes after rapping.
The second we turned to the camera.
The second it was over. You weren't here anymore.
Well, okay, yeah.
She obviously endorsed Kamala Harris for president and denounced Trump and signed it Taylor Swift, childless cat lady, which was a slay.
Oh my God, amazing.
Super slay.
And then Donald Trump yesterday tweeted
in all caps. Truth socialed.
I hate in all caps Taylor Swift. And I saw a tweet today that was
is just crazy. Like a candidate for president, not just like a Azalea Banks.
Yeah, for sure. And apparently he almost got assassinated again. Can you guys?
I've heard like whisperings of that today, and I don't care enough to look into it, to be honest with you.
You guys need to understand the assignment. And also, I saw a tweet that said, had it panned out, that would have been his last public statement. I hate Taylor Swift. That's like when Walt Disney died. The last thing he ever wrote down was just Kurt Russell. Isn't that crazy? Just an actor, Kurt Russell. Because they believe that it was because he was thinking about him for a role. So he was writing it down. But like, imagine being Kurt Russell and like Walt Disney dying. And
I can't imagine
his
that.
last written words are your name. I know.
Wow.
So friendly reminder
kind of like
to always write down a random person's name before you die.
Yes, please be careful to do that. Make sure.
But good for Taylor. I'm glad she did that. Hannah was really happy.
Yeah, I was really happy too. But per what we were saying in the last episode, it actually kind of makes me angrier because you can speak about some things, but like you can't say shit about Palestine. Which Ariana, like you could tweet a link to donate to a family to help them escape.
Yeah.
And it would raise $40,000 in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Ariana Grande did. So with Taylor Swift, it'd probably raise like $1 million in an hour.
Yeah.
But I get that that's complicated as such a public figure. Because like I've heard people argue that like if Hosier can do it, you can do it. If so-and-so can do it. And I actually feel the exact opposite. Like smaller artists can do that easier than like a gigantic woman who's basically run by a mega corporation. It would be in the news for
weeks.
Oh, it would.
Which like, I see your point though. She could be doing a lot more. But like we said last week, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't need to.
And maybe she does privately because she's always doing stuff privately. I was thinking that too. She could be donating privately. Under Niels Lofgren or whatever his name is.
She's probably not.
She might be.
She might be. I wouldn't put it past her either way.
I wouldn't either. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah. But what's crazy about... I literally wrote in my notes, like, you can speak about some things, but not Palestine. So now I'm back on the fuck her train. But yeah, she ate with that. What's crazy about that whole situation with I Hate Taylor Swift, Scooter Braun posted a screenshot of Donald Trump's Truth Social post saying I hate Taylor Swift and said, "Shake it off, Donald, Kamala 2024," which he ate with that.
Yeah, I agree.
It was really funny.
It was funny. I also hate him still, so I don't care.
For sure.
But, like, slay.
Yeah. It was interesting.
It's interesting.
Because none of us know the relationship between them two. Because the last she spoke about it, she wanted him dead. So.
She probably still does, but she's also probably, like, slay because she was probably nervous to speak out about politics. And then someone that, like, is her public enemy kind of defended her.
Yeah, that was nice. I thought.
Then Hillary Clinton made a statement today. Defending her as well. Yeah. And I know that, like, since you guys come here strictly for politics and stuff.
And current events and news and very serious dialogue.
I know you guys will appreciate Taylor Swift speaking out as well. I really did, though. It like Hannah said.
It was sweet.
It was sweet. It was cute. But it is nice to know, I guess, that she, like, gives somewhat of a fuck, because I know, like, from her documentary speaking out in 2016, like, it is not an easy decision, especially after, like, coming to this level of fame since the Lover era. And
I guess her dad's a fucking Republican or something.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
Ew.
For sure.
And her team is crazy. Like, it probably... That's, like, what I've really been, like, coming to terms with recently is, like, we think Taylor Swift is so powerful, but, like, she is a cog in the Republic Records machine. Mm-hmm. Like, she is the number one moneymaker for a record label ever.
Yeah.
And
ever.
They own every move that she makes, which is why she doesn't have social media.
For sure.
I feel.
For sure.
Like, I think it's a struggle.
I think it's a double-edged sword for her, because she's on a major record label that's going to give her good marketing and have a team to do that.
Yeah.
At the same time, she had a market of people that wanted her on their record label after she was leaving Big Machine. So, like, she gets to do anything she wants.
That's
like,
true.
There's no way a new artist, like if Sabrina Carpenter came to the table and said, here's a 31 song album, and most of them are gonna be mid to the casual ear. We'll get to that. They'd be like, "Go fuck yourself," and they were like, true. "Release anything you want," you know.
Yeah, and I mean that's truly a testament to like the fans. We're talking about Taylor Swift for such a long time, and that's fine. You guys love it. I don't know if she has the power in like the public that we think she does.
I think she does.
Well, she can't leave and go to another record label. She doesn't have power like that. She's signed a contract with them that is legally binding that she's not going to be able to get out of. And they probably locked her down forever.
Well, we don't know, I guess. Or
I don't
we
know
do
shit
know.
about shit.
Does someone know? I don't know.
Someone probably knows.
I don't know. But
I don't really care. Like, Slay, thank you for posting that.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
obviously watched our last podcast. She was obviously listening to us recording because she said it before we even published it. And thank you. But yeah, so what I wrote down for what I wrote down for that was, oh, you can speak about some things but not Palestine, so now I'm back on the fuck her train. But yeah, she ate with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I have a hyperfixation right now in terms of Taylor Swift.
Correct.
It is the song How Did It End?
Right.
Because I was on, everyone say it with me, Reddit.
Right.
And it was a thing that was like, someone asked you right now to pick the best Taylor Swift song of all time.
This is just the last episode. You said all of this verbatim. We've already had this
Not
conversation.
the song specifically.
Yes, you did. And you told us what it was about. And you told me it was my homework to listen to it.
Did you?
Yeah, and I hated it.
Oh. Well,
so
if you guys
my
topic is how did it end in terms of the podcast? That's how. Because you hated it? That song is so good, bro.
Okay, so my homework was to listen to How Did It End and the manuscript, which I did. And then I also told you, like, I'll just listen to the whole thing again because it's been a while. And then I was like, ugh, but it's so long. So I tried. I really did try to listen to it all again in full. Couldn't do that. But I did listen to a few of them. And the conclusion that I have come to is that this should have been a coffee table poetry book. And it would have been the most beautiful thing I've ever read because I was reading the lyrics and I was like, oh, this is so captivating. This is so beautiful. This is so cool. Like, I love this. Then I put the song on and me and Mackenzie are looking at each other like, what the fuck? Why did she do that?
Well, that sucks to hear. I do agree about the coffee table book. That would have ate as a standalone.
Which it's still, Taylor, if you're watching, did you mean to say that? Still a possibility. You could still make, and it would sell so well.
But like the
all
bridge,
in black
bro?
and white. Oh,
okay. Can we talk about the manuscript? What?
Sure.
You hate the manuscript?
Almost every single song on this album suffers from the same thing that I will say over and over again. And it's that these are not songs. These are poems. These are diary scribblings that she set to music with Jack Antonoff's boring ass production and their terrible song composition collaboration. It's just so many words per line that don't fit together. So many descriptors that don't need to be there. Like we said the first time we were ever talking about this album, when the example he used was calling them child swings, like, you can just say swings and not cram that word into there. And then the sentence flows so much better in a song. In a poem, looks beautiful. Like, again, reading the lyrics, I was reading the lyrics of Thank You, Amy. And I was like, this fucks. I turned it on and I was like, this sucks. Like,
damn, that makes me so sad. How Did It End? I can give you, other than the bridge. The bridge is so catchy.
Okay.
The manuscript is one of her best songs of all time.
Okay.
And I stand by that. And
you should.
And I do. And that sucks that you hate it.
I'm okay. I like and listen to Fortnite enough to make up for the entire album. Like that. I just choked up. I'm getting choked up.
Well,
it is gorgeous, pure, beautiful song. The story behind it, the video. Oh my God. And I love that they use on Spotify, like they use clips from that video specifically for like all of the imagery because it just really paints a picture of like what she was going through, of just being like this woman trapped in her husband's home, being experimented on and like looked at by the public, and like all like that story is so beautiful. And to turn it into a metaphor about your own life and the prison that you put yourself in, that the man put you in, that the public puts you in. I
just wish you felt the way about the manuscript, bro. I cannot stress enough.
Okay. I love the concept. I love the words on paper.
And the tears fell in synchronicity with the score.
And that's pretty. And, like, I'm not saying that every single line and every single thing that comes out of her mouth is awful. Like,
no, you're saying the lines are good.
I'm
you're saying
listening.
You don't like the songs.
Yes.
But I just wish that you did. And that's okay.
That's great.
I'm just like... Anyway, we need to stop talking about Taylor Swift.
For sure.
It's been 20 minutes.
I do need to say one last thing about her, though, because her and Post Malone did win a VMA for Fortnite.
Video of the Year.
For Song of the Summer.
And Video of the Year.
That's correct. Song of the Summer is so weird and confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just wanted Taylor Swift to win the first award of the night. Like, so they could put it on
That's
TV.
the thing with the VMAs. Look.
It's a fan-voted thing.
It's a fan-voted thing, but it's not. Like,
right.
They vote, and I'm sure that has some maybe influence on, categories they don't care about.
For sure.
But they're not going to award someone who's not going to be there unless it's a major artist. And if it's a matter of having Taylor Swift give a speech and Sabrina Carpenter, who had the Song of the Summer.
That's exactly what I said.
They're going to put Taylor Swift on there because that YouTube video will get 8 million views.
Yeah,
that's the first day.
The thing now is the YouTube clips because no one watches live events like that anymore, for real.
I couldn't. I didn't have a choice to.
Yeah, I was doing something else.
Yeah,
I'm not
for
sure
sure
what. Obviously, Espresso was the song of the summer. Did Brat win anything or was it too late?
I don't even think it was nominated for a goddamn thing.
I think it might have been too, like, it maybe wasn't made in time to count for this year.
Yeah.
I don't know, but obviously Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone is not the song of the summer. It's so sad.
No one knows that song either
And no, everyone on Twitter was like, I've never heard this song in my life.
Exactly. I obviously love that song too.
It's going to be my number one song of the year or the first song on Eternal Sunshine.
Mine is going to be Intro, Eternal Sunshine, or Espresso. For sure.
Go ahead. What you got?
Happy birthday to me.
Oh my God, I said it when you walked in.
Yeah, no, she did say it when
I wasn't even thinking about that anymore. I'm so sorry. So much has happened since you walked in.
It's okay. It's 29, so, like, it's kind of a lost year.
One of my best.
Oh, the year.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the birthday. But also, one of my best birthdays. I had a great time.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it.
Let me get a drink.
Oh, okay.
You guys, the rumors are true. I am 29 now.
You are.
We talked about this last week, about how I wanted to have a birthday weekend.
Correct. And did.
I don't want to say my boyfriend. He is my boyfriend, but I hate when people say that. We all hate it.
Oh.
Like, I don't want to my boyfriend them. With Levi.
Okay.
Who you guys know.
Is his boyfriend.
Is my boyfriend. That is correct. But we went to Asheville, North Carolina.
Right.
And that place rocks.
Oh, sure.
That place rocks.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed at an Airbnb 30 minutes out of the city.
It was adorable. The pictures you sent were
my God.
just incredible.
It looked better in person, too. Like,
it was so quaint and cute and oh my God.
A creek running
No,
through
the
backyard.
creek was gorgeous. I would have died for the creek.
And it was running water the whole time. Like, you could hear it.
I figured.
There was a bonfire there.
Sleeping with the windows open because it's chilly at night now and a creek trickling in the background.
We didn't think of that.
That would have been my first thought.
I know. We had so much fun. So let's get into it.
Your helicopter ride did get canceled because the weather was bad.
We had two major things planned. One was like one of those bus tours that you do like as a tourist. That's like a tour of the city, but this one was like a comedy thing.
Let me stop you right there. You've already told us that. Like, do you even remember filming last week?
No.
Okay.
I remember filming.
So
I don't
how
remember
was
what all I said.
So, okay, you told us, you explained what the bus tour was, and you told us that the helicopter was planned and that you could cancel, but and like, we were like, well, the weather's going to be shitty. And you're like, well, I'd rather they cancel because then I won't have to make the decision and I'll get all my money back. So they did cancel.
This is a bummer.
Yeah.
I just feel like I don't feel safe saying anything because I already said it. You guys, it was really fun.
Well, we don't know anything about the trip because you hadn't been yet.
We canceled the helicopter.
You guys did. I thought it got canceled.
They called me the morning we were leaving and said, it's going to be rainy. we're just calling you ahead of time to give you the option
That's
if
really
you want
nice
to
of
cancel.
them.
Oh my God, she was so nice. She had like a country accent. Her name was Lori, my mom's name. And just like very sweet. And I was like, yeah, we're going to cancel that.
Mm-hmm.
We canceled that. Bus tour was still on. So that was like our major thing that we did, like touristy wise. But like Asheville, if you guys haven't been, is just like every 10 feet is a different bar or restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Super artsy, super cute.
Yeah.
They're very brewery heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like a huge beer guy. Neither is Levi.
Mm-hmm.
So like we made do, and like we wanted to check out some of the cool ones. So we like drank some beer, but so cool and fun. The bus tour, you guys.
Well, how was the food?
Oh, honey, the food. I don't think they're known for their food. Like it wasn't.
Well, I just mean with that many restaurants, I'm wondering how it is.
We had great food experiences.
Love that.
I had an amazing pasta dish.
I want pasta so bad right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'm so hungry.
Fuck, same.
The oatmeal didn't do it.
Obviously. What are we? Quaker Oats?
Well, it sticks to your ribs.
That scares me.
Okay. It doesn't. It's
Speaking of sticking to my ribs, the laughter at the bus tour.
Very nice.
So it was a bus tour, which you go to this place. The whole place is decorated with just like quirky shit. That's where I posted the picture of like the Buzz, like, or the Woody from Toy Story holding Pee Wee Herman or whatever. Just like crazy.
Sure.
Super cute place. There's a bar there. And you can buy drinks to bring on the bus.
Nice.
The bus is a tour of the city. So they tell real facts, but it's also like a whole theater thing. So this guy introduced us, like he got on, was telling all the rules. He was so funny. And then he was like, I'm going to bring on your tour guide. And it was this lady who was dressed in like a child pageant outfit. And her shtick, like her character, was like an old child star who like did pageants. Her mom was like psycho,
Of course.
type thing. So she was fucking hilarious. Took us around.
In character. That's
In
so
character.
interesting. I did not think that's what it was going to be.
But the guy who like introduced us and then got off the bus, we thought like done with him. He's just one of those guys that like says the rules and then leaves. We're driving through the city. We come up to like an old church, like a historical church or something.
Mm-hmm.
We hear screaming from the road. He's dressed as like a nun, like a drag queen nun. Comes on, starts being hilarious, yelling at everyone like you're all sinners, spraying us with a water gun, like doing high kicks, eating fire.
What?
Then he tells the main tour guide, the beauty pageant girl, I think the tire's out in the back. Can you get off? She gets off. He goes, step on it. We leave her. He's like, I'm in charge now, motherfuckers, type thing. She gets back on. He leaves.
Oh, they're so funny. Was it the same person?
What?
Was it the same person?
The two people?
Yeah.
No, but listen.
I'm just kidding.
So he leaves. We're driving through like this nice ass neighborhood. Literally beautiful. The weather, by the way, was supposed to rain all weekend.
And it didn't.
Oh my God, sunny and beautiful.
Oh,
all weekend.
So you shouldn't have canceled the helicopter.
No, we should have. It was really cloudy.
Okay.
And I don't care about the helicopter anymore. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, I'll just jump off your balcony.
Cool.
We go through a nice neighborhood and she's like, the bees here are crazy. This man that was just the nun is on the sidewalk dressed as a bee, twerking, gets back on, starts talking and like, but like you can kind of understand like So he's like pollinating everyone. It's a whole shtick. He gets off again. We're driving through, see more shit. Sorry,
unrelated.
I'm boring you.
No, unrelated.
And all of a sudden, he gets back on as the drunk uncle.
Crazy.
He was so funny.
That is so funny. Like that.
It was really fun.
It's so much more theatrical. Like I literally thought it was going to be like a stand-up comedian giving a guide.
That's kind of what I thought too. I didn't know
that
what
is
to
like
expect.
A Broadway production.
It was a whole production.
That's
it
so
was
cute.
so funny. And then Levi and I were playing 20 questions like the next day on the drive home. And he was like, yeah, this person's like kind of in theater. It was the girl. And I was like, okay. While we're waiting for the bus tour, we're inside. the little building.
Mm-hmm.
We hear outside a shriek from a woman, like a blood-curdling shriek, and tires screeching.
This is before the tour starts.
Before
so
the bus tour.
Not a production.
This is real. We look outside. A huge black bear is sprinting down the main road. And you know what, guys?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I was telling him on the way I want to see a bear.
Not like that.
No, like that.
Oh.
Because I wasn't close to it.
But people were.
Yeah, but like apparently those bears like aren't harmful. They're just used to humans.
I have heard that about black bears.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Like if I was a black bear, I might be eating some human. Maybe
I don't
not.
think they like to eat us.
No.
They don't attack us because they want to eat us. They attack us because like they're threatened or whatever.
Yeah, but if it was a grizzly, we'd all be dead.
I mean, wreaking havoc on the town. So it was just running through town.
Running through town. It was crazy, you guys.
Was there like commotion or was it just that woman screeching?
People were like gathering outside to like look at it running, but by the time we ran out, I saw it for a good 3 seconds. Like I saw the whole running down the street. By the time we went outside, though, gone.
A dream. Have you told Hannah this?
Oh, did I tell Hannah this? I texted her. I was like, "You're not going to believe it," and then I told her, and she was like, "I actually do believe it." And I was like, "Yeah,
of course." Knows everything about bears.
Yeah, that was crazy and beautiful.
Yeah. What day was that?
Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Because we were going to do the helicopter on Friday. And while I was booking it, Levi was like, "Do you really want to do a helicopter ride on Friday the 13th?" And I was like, "No."
Oh my God.
I don't.
Good.
Let's do a bus.
Call. No, great call.
Yeah.
Holy shit. On a
Can you
cloudy
imagine?
day, you guys would have died
I wouldn't even be here right now.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
It would be over.
You'd be sobbing to TikTok about how your best friend died.
That's exactly what I would do. Do you want to know what I did on Friday? And then we can bounce back. We can go back and forth on what we did each day of the week.
For sure.
So on Friday, I decided like 2 weeks ago that I had to go kayaking no matter what the cost.
Okay.
You saw whisperings of it in the group?
I saw whisperings of it in the group chat, and I meant to ask you because... Go on.
Okay. I love kayaking. I have not gone one time this summer. And I told myself if I go the whole summer without going, like, I'm going to regret it so much because I already feel like I wasted my entire summer. What the fuck did I even do?
Oh, I wasted my whole summer being sad about Levi, who now we're dating again. So what was I doing?
I don't know.
I know.
But I decided to book this trip by myself. I'm like, I just have to do it. It'll probably be even more relaxing alone. Like, I'm going to love it. I love doing things by myself, especially if like I don't really want to. I'm like, just do it. And then
Which
you're going to feel great about it.
Contradicts something you said on an episode long ago. You were like, I can't do anything by myself. I need Mackenzie here with me at all times.
Well, she won't go kayaking. So I just had to bite the bullet.
For sure.
So
I love that. Anyway, go on. Not that she wouldn't be there, that you did it by
exactly.
yourself.
So I go in the van on the way there because, you know, they drive you to the little spot. It's like me, a couple, and like a family. Which, first of all, on the way there, also playing only country, and there's a 6-year-old behind me just singing every word so badly to the country songs. And I was like, please, Lord. Someone in the back asked, is the river pretty low? Obviously, that had not dawned on me whatsoever because never am I thinking about the level of the Little Miami River.
Well, do you know that we're in a drought?
I did not know we were in a drought.
Oh, we are.
Great.
Anyway.
So, that seems dramatic. It hasn't
we're
even been that long.
It's been like 3 weeks since it's rained.
Is that even bad?
That's bad.
I love that. So, yeah, he's like, yeah, it's pretty low, which is like normal for this time of year anyway, like this end of the season. And then he says, there's definitely going to be some spots where you have to like get out and drag the kayak. But like if if you're really careful about your route, you like might not have to. You shouldn't have to, is what he says.
And how do you be careful about your route? You're just going.
No.
What?
I had the worst time I've ever had doing anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
You were pissed.
I was fucking livid. I was just like, I should have had him take me back to the place when they were talking about that in the van. Like, I did not know. They obviously want you to pay for it. They don't want to talk you out of it, but they should be closed. They should be closed is what it should be.
They should have done the helicopter thing. Say, hey, look, we'll give you a full refund
Exactly.
right now.
They shouldn't even let you book on that day without like a giant warning, because when I tell you, I was doing so much manual labor.
Like, you're just writing on sandpaper.
And there weren't just a few spots where you'd have to get out. And like, I didn't want to keep getting out and getting back in. So I'm like pushing myself off of fucking rocks. I'm using every muscle in my body. On top of that,
I'm sorry.
it's so, no, I wish I had a GoPro on or something. Like, it was, you can't even imagine me doing it. And like, I had to, I literally had to black out and just do it because like, you can't get off early. Mode. I went into full survival mode. I texted the group. I said, I feel like I'm at fucking wilderness camp. Like, I'm so pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I was livid and my whole body hurt so bad. And like right here was like raw and bruised from like how hard I was having. And I did have to get out several times and drag it across rocks. And to the point where first of all, I did it faster than anyone that was anywhere near me because I was like, there's nothing relaxing about this. I'm not stopping at any of the beaches. I'm not like I'm out of here. I'm done. And there was a group near me who I was going so fast that I caught up to like the group that had left before us. And they had kids with them and they had tandem kayaks. So every time they get stuck, the kid would just hop off, pull him through, hop back on. I'm like, fuck, that's what I need. Can your kid help me?
You should have drowned yourself.
I should have.
I'm just kidding.
It was so on top of like how physically demanding it was, this ties into the careful about your routes thing. I was thinking so hard. I was like excavating the land. That's not the right word, but I was literally like scouring the land to see like where are rocky parts on some literal Lewis and Clark fucking shit. I was like, and you know, my eyes aren't good either. So I'm like straining. So I am like, it was so crazy. And I get back and he's like, how was it? And I was like, it was low. I was so mad. There was probably roughly 10 minutes out of like, I don't even know how long I was out there. Mackenzie said every time she looked at my location, I was still there and she was getting like scared. Morgan said the same thing.
They should have gone with you. But you wanted to go by yourself.
No one could come with me. Mackenzie won't do it at all. And Morgan, like her thumb is so fucked up. We like talked about it. She was also working. I took PTO for this. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And I don't have much left. But I was like, I'm going to be so mad if I don't go. Like, I have to go.
Because if you would have asked me, pick 10 of your best friends, okay? Which one would go kayaking by themselves? Love you. You would not be one that I would pick. I would never imagine you would go kayaking by yourself, let alone this happens to you while you do it. I would and
will go kayaking alone.
Well, I know that now.
When the river is not.
But like, I didn't know that lore.
Oh, I love it.
We all love it, but like
being in water.
You think I would have thought that you would go kayaking alone on a random Friday? I think if you paid
attention to me, you would, because I love
when have you said that?
Boats and water and the sound of trickling, which is why the creek was so like intriguing. You guys,
no.
There were, like I said, probably like 10 minutes of relaxation. Like I pulled over and smoked a joint at one point. I floated for a while, and can I tell you, I made a little playlist that was like pop music and then For All the Dogs by Drake and then Evermore and then some Beatles songs.
Wow.
Didn't make it through even Evermore because the trip was over. But the second For All the Dogs started, I was like, you know what? This isn't that bad. I'm having a great time. That lasted for about 3 songs and then I was over it again. But yeah, well, I got stuck so many times, obviously. But one of the times that I got stuck, it was like a ton of rocks and the way the water was rushing over them was so beautiful. And I stopped and got like a video of it and like, I'm going to put it on a loop and sleep to it. Like it was.
That is beautiful.
So, you know,
so like
that's my
all
silver
in
lining.
All, do you think you would be more mad now that it like was shitty and it was low water, or if you never went at all?
That's a great question.
Because I feel like you did the damn thing. You're here alive to tell the tale.
Yeah, I think if I had done it on a Saturday, I would be happy that I did it versus
taking PTO.
Yeah, the fact that I took PTO and I was meant to do I really wanted to like decompress because I had a hard week after I got back from vacation. I was just like really overwhelmed and like,
Didn't know how
oh
to
my God,
work.
I hate working like so bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this last thing for the summer for myself. I'm going to relax so hard. Like it's going to be so peaceful out there by myself. No. So that was my Friday.
Maybe it built character or something.
Sure. I'm sure it did in some way.
It sounds really
I don't know
bad.
what it built. It just built annoyance. I was
I
really
would have
annoyed.
been like over it.
I mean, I
Especially,
started
like,
to almost like panic like 30 minutes in because I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck out here. I have to finish this.
Yeah.
No matter how hard it gets.
Well, because I saw that Tay was like, just leave. And you were like,
I literally said, girl, I'm on the fucking river. What are you talking about?
yeah.
You
like,
can't
just had
just
a smoke
leave.
signal. And leave.
Literally. Someone helicopters like drops a thing down and I grab on. Like what? On the Little Miami on a 3.5 mile trip too. Like imagine.
You ignorant bitch. It's so funny because she'll never watch.
No, she won't. I told her that we talked about the guy with the skits last week, and she was like, "He might watch." I'm like, "Girl, he does not watch.
He's
No
too
one watches."
busy making skits. He's not watching. Why would he even know?
How could he?
How would he even know?
He follows me. I like know him sort of.
Everyone follows you.
Well, of course, but we've met before. Aside from her.
Speaking of following, here's my Saturday.
Wait, can I also tell you that then Mackenzie and I obviously did an escape room that night?
Are you kidding me?
Well, we've done them like every week since we've all gone, and you just never want to come.
No, that's not. I was out of town.
Well, this one, yeah. And we'll go again. We can't wait to do Cabin in the Woods during the spooky season.
Okay.
We did the graveyard one.
Speaking of spooky season, we need to do like a lot of spooky shit. The zoo has a new thing. It's like, it's not spooky, but it's a whole pumpkin patch vibe, which I've never done before. It's like a new thing.
Cute.
Doing that. We need to go to Land of Illusion.
Of course.
We need to go to that cave I was talking to you about.
Yes.
Was that off camera?
Yes.
Okay. There's a cave in Lewisburg by Oxford, and it's a real cave, and they do a haunted house. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But we need to lean into it.
I've told all the volleyball people that like I need to get very serious about it, and I
For
want
sure.
them all. I want like big groups.
What did we do
of
last
friends.
year? Nothing?
Nothing. Mackenzie, I've told Mackenzie we need to like actually, and we should have started it already because some stuff starts in September. But like I need to make like a schedule. Like every weekend I need to be doing something. I need to see an apple orchard or I'm going to kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do all the spooky things. I want to see all the scary movies. I want to do every fall activity. I'm not a pumpkin patch girly though. Like I have no interest in that. Like
You don't want to go to Needham Farm again?
I do want to go to Needham Farm because they have a haunted hayride.
You weren't there.
Oh.
I thought you were. We just talked about this when we all went to the fucking strip club. You were there. You weren't there. Were you there?
Went to Diamonds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I wasn't there.
And that was us talking about that fact. You guys.
6 days ago, yeah.
When we talked 6 days ago.
You weren't here.
Where was I?
I don't know.
That's dark.
We were like zoned the fuck out. It was kind of weird.
I just thought it was in my mind, we were in line for the hayride and it was your idea to go to the strip club.
See, why does that ring a bell? Yeah, I wasn't there, but you've told me about this.
Okay.
Okay.
We need help.
I know, like,
I need help.
I'm such an empath that I will literally like falsify someone else's memories in my own brain and like think that they happened to me. That's how like strongly I feel.
I just
when
like can't
people talk
imagine
to
the
me.
reality that like I was with them and not you.
I know, it's crazy.
It's
Can you
dark.
imagine? I went to Diamonds one time and it cost so much money to get in and we were like young as fuck and we were like, oh, okay. And then we saw outside leaving her shift and we were so weird to her.
Yeah, you told
But
us
we
on
were
the
like,
podcast.
no, I never told
Just
this on the
to my
podcast. I
face,
just told
then.
you to your face. But
You guys.
this girl that we went to high school with like was a stripper at like the only strip club anyone knew of in like high school and college. And she got a lot of, I'm sure you can imagine, like flack for it and bullied and like
Which is
people
crazy,
hated her,
'cause she
slut
was
shaming.
One of the nicest girls I've ever met and so fucking beautiful.
So we were like genuinely like obsessed with her. Like we all followed her on everything. We were like, she's the hottest girl I've ever seen. She's so cool. Like it's so cool. Like we were there to see her in a very genuine way. But people did go there to see her in like a hee hee ha ha way, like bitchy way.
Well,
No.
they can die.
So then which also you should never approach a stripper in the parking lot when they're getting off of their shift and yell at them from your car, ever. So scary.
Well, yeah.
And I don't remember what we said, but she was literally like,
What?
okay. And we were just like, fuck, we love you.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was acting that way because she didn't understand that we were like being genuine. But like, if you're out there and you're watching this, love you, still follow you.
I'm sure she is watching.
She loves our podcast. Tell me about Saturday.
I don't remember Saturday. Let me look at my photo roll.
At all?
No, I do. Things are just getting crazy. It was all kind of a blur, you know, because obviously we were drinking.
Maybe you need to drink less.
On my vacation?
It's just like, were you drinking when we filmed? It seems like you were probably drinking when we filmed, and that's why you don't remember any of it.
Well, us filming has nothing to do with what I did on Saturday.
I mean, the memory of it all.
Oh, that's always been a thing.
This is pretty bad.
No, it's not. I'm trying to remember
Saturday
what
was
we
3
did.
days ago.
Yeah, we had a whole weekend of shit going back to back to back. And like, what am I going to do? Not drink on my birthday weekend? You know what? You're right. I should drink less. That's one of my topics.
Is it?
Yeah, because I was doing so great.
You
all
really
summer,
were.
And I'm sorry for party rocking on my birthday weekend. And
It had, like, that was genuinely not about the birthday weekend. Like, I think
I
fine.
was drinking when we filmed.
You
last
were.
week.
That's what I said.
That's why I don't remember. I just don't like, I don't know.
Said.
I just don't like feeling judged for it.
I am not judging you at all. Me saying you should drink less.
Yeah.
Is just...
It just felt like an attack. But you guys, back forward to Thursday night in Asheville. We're at this gay bar. It's all lesbians line dancing.
Classic.
So Levi was in his element. You know he loves...
so good at line dancing.
Horrible. But he loves when people are doing
I think
it.
I inserted a video of him that
You
one
did,
time.
you
Yeah,
did.
yeah. It's like on here.
Rest in peace, Bobby Mackey's.
I can't think about it. I'll get really upset.
But there was a vape machine. Like a vending machine for vapes, okay? I woke up to get a picture. This girl's kind of in the way. And I was like, hey, do you mind if I get my picture with the vape machine? And she said, I was trying to figure out this machine. Like, who is she? What does she know? She was a queenie. And I was like, you're right, blah, blah, blah. And then we were looking at the options because they were like cheap, like cheaper than you would buy at a store. And I was like, I should get a vape. But all the flavors and brands were just like not.
Weird.
Yeah. And I was like, I wanted to get one, but I'm not going to.
I can't stop this.
Oh, am I boring?
No, like, and they're like hard yawns. Like, I can feel them and they need to be let out.
By the way, you guys, we didn't mention this. We're filming late.
It is 10:14.
Later than usual.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was like, I wanted to get one, but I don't think I'm going to. And she said, you should really support small businesses.
Who is she? What does she know?
What does she know is crazy.
Oh. Did you?
No.
Oh.
Saturday, what we did was went on the town. We went to West Asheville, which is like a different vibe than like downtown.
Who knew?
We went to lunch. Lunch was mid as fuck. That was the only like bad meal I had the whole time. But they had all these shops.
And you were there from Wednesday to Saturday, really? Because you left on Sunday and got there on Tuesday?
No, I was there from Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday to Sunday, right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We filmed on Tuesday. So sorry about that.
It's okay. Some of us don't remember things and would never...
I couldn't be bothered to.
The shops were incredible. There was this queer shop, lesbians, and like, you know, zines, like people who make their own magazines. It was like a wall of that, prints from queer artists, like
Cute.
a bunch of like crazy shit. I bought these sunglasses that I'm wearing right now.
So cute.
Levi bought a vintage Playboy with Pamela Anderson.
That's so cute.
Just super cute. We went to a bookstore that was all vintage. I bought the original Winnie the Pooh book.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know. Dusty as fuck and just old and so
her.
cute.
What does she know?
She knows the 100-acre wood more than we do.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is getting like fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did a lot of shopping. It was really fun.
Yeah.
We went back to the Airbnb. Our plan that night was to go to the gay bars because there's like...
Oh, Henry's.
Oh, Henry's is like the oldest gay bar there. They apparently had a drag show at 11:30.
Okay.
We Uber, which was hard from the countryside, but we got an Uber. The Uber driver did not have service when he got to us. So we're fooling around, right? I'm running late because I wanted to fool around. And like Levi's like, we gotta like get going. Like our Uber's gonna be here soon because I had scheduled it ahead of time. We hear a knock on the door. Not during, but like shortly after. Like I'm naked. And Levi's like, our Uber driver just knocked on the door because he doesn't have service and we gotta go. We're rushing to get ready. We go to this gay bar.
Okay.
This guy at the bar says, oh my God, you guys were at this restaurant last night. And I was like, what? And he was like,
were you?
Oh, we were.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, we ran into each other while you were leaving the bathroom and you said, pardon me. And I was like, that sounds like me. And I was like, okay, what's the vibe? Because there's like a few different gay bars within walking distance, mind you.
Very nice.
What do we do? He was like, what most people do is they go to this other bar because it's like fun. It's more like not just gay people there. It's just like a fun vibe.
Is that more fun?
More crowded, I guess. And then they come back here for the 11:30 drag show, leave a few numbers in, and go to this other bar for the drag show, which is like a club.
Okay.
But if you go to that club now, you'll get a hand stamp, cheaper drinks, and then you can
go back later.
So I was like, bet.
So we do just that.
Well, at this point, speaking of drinking too much.
Already?
Oh, we were drinking all day.
Oh, okay.
We start beefing, Levi and I.
Oh, no.
Because of me.
Oh, no.
Because I was being a bitch.
Oh, no.
For no reason.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we're beefing. We made it to all three bars.
Okay.
First of all. We go to the second one. It's like a club vibe. We're having a great time.
This is where the 11:30 drag show takes place.
The midnight one.
Okay.
So we left the 11:30 place, which was O'Henry's.
A few numbers in.
No, we didn't even... No, honey. We didn't even make it to the drag show.
Oh.
Because we're making our rounds and then coming back for the 11:30.
I got it. Okay. So it's like early at this point in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We are at this other bar. So fun. Such a dancey vibe. But, like, no one's there yet. Like, it's not late enough in the night.
Okay.
And then we leave there, go to the third bar, which is, like, the straighter one, but, like, also a gay bar. Mm-hmm. And we're just... I was being a bitch. And I'm going to own that to the face.
Okay.
I don't even remember, like, what...
You don't know, like, in what way, or...
I remember, like, things I said, like, I was just, like... I was being mean.
What were you about to say?
Fuck you.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I was being really, really mean. It gets crazier.
Oh, no.
So, we didn't even make it into the third bar before we're arguing. Because of me, I will say. And
you just have no idea, like, why?
No. I think I didn't like his tone at one point or something. But, like,
he
he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make that clear. I was being psycho.
Damn.
I know.
Just like
drunk all day, tired, like, whatever.
Maybe you guys should have taken a nap and gone out later.
We absolutely should have.
Damn. That sucks, going into your birthday night.
I know. So, there's, like, a hill going up to this third bar that we were going to go to. Mm-hmm. I tell him, call an Uber, we're going home. He calls the Uber. So expensive, mind you, going back to the countryside. I'm like, cancel the Uber. I gotta own this. And then...
I hate drunk people.
I know.
I would have killed myself.
No, and I feel...
Call the Uber, cancel the Uber, I would have flown home.
And throwing around, it's my birthday, like it's my birthday. Like...
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, to an extent.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong the whole time.
For sure.
Like, that's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, it's my birthday. Like, just being psycho.
Wow.
I know. And I wasn't proud of that.
Interesting approach.
So then I left him and went into the third bar by myself.
And where did he go?
On the street, and then he followed me in, and then I was still being a bitch. So he, like, walked away from me, and then I was like, we're actually leaving this time. Call another Uber. So we did.
Did he have to pay for the first one even though he canceled it, like something? Okay.
He can let us know in the comments. I don't know. But I did Uber him for the...
He doesn't watch on YouTube.
He can hear me.
I know, but I don't know. Did they leave comments on Spotify?
I see what you're saying. He'll probably text me and be like, you didn't pay or something.
It was $12.99.
Yeah, I did Venmo him for the second Uber because I
obviously
felt bad. We got back to the Airbnb.
Although it was your
I'm
birthday.
still being psycho. And
at the Airbnb?
do you know what I did?
No.
I went into our bedroom. He's in the living room. No, I didn't lock the door. I wanted him to come, like, apologize for nothing because I was being a bitch.
Oh, no.
I was cueing songs from the Tortured Poets Department back to back to back, sobbing. Bro, it was bad. I was so lost in the sauce.
I would have gotten in the car and gotten a hotel and left you there.
I told him I was leaving him there.
Oh, did you drive your car?
Yes. I started putting my stuff in my car.
Of course.
Saying, I'm leaving. Good luck figuring it out.
Driving back to Ohio hammered on my birthday.
Raining in the mountains.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
And no part of my real mind was I like, I'm actually leaving.
Obviously not. You're throwing a fucking tantrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we had to sit down and
take some deep breaths. That's so sad.
It sucks. I felt really bad. But the rest of the night, like, we hung out, like, for the rest of the night at the Airbnb and, like, for longer. Like, we didn't just, like, go to bed after that. Like, we hung out, we listened to some music, we played some cards. Like, it was totally fine. But, like,
you had to have a little powwow.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. I'm literally so sorry that happened to you.
It was bad.
Oh
I was being such a crazy bitch.
And you, like, it just came out of thin air?
Yes. I mean, essentially, like, anything that he did or said, like, was not warranting.
Do you think you were tired and grumpy? Or, like, did it start in the, like, what, even when?
No, we were so fine even at the second bar. Like, I'm taking pictures of him. We're having a great time. I think, well, first of all, he got 2 hours of sleep the night before we went on this trip because he has to work. And I think he was tired and just, like, maybe said something like, I'm tired. And I was like, on my so entitled, so bitchy. Mm-hmm. So I felt really bad. I
will say, though, if you decided to come on the trip, you got to get it together. And you got to rally the whole time because it is my birthday. But he did rally the whole time. And that's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
so...
no, he was above and beyond. Like I said last week in our episode, which I do remember saying, I don't know if you put it in or not because I haven't watched it, but, like, we have this round of our relationship has been so much better. So, like, it sucked for me to feel like, we're fighting, but then in retrospect, like, I was being psycho. But worked it out on the remix. He forgave me for being a fucking psycho and threatening to leave him there. And then we ended up having, like, the rest of the time, like,
imagine.
Like, the drive home Sunday, like, he's cracking jokes about it. He was like, what was I gonna do? How was I getting home? Like, was I walking? And I'm like...
How were you getting home? How were you leaving?
No, that's what he kept saying. Because he drove home, like, the whole way home, which is very sweet. And 10 minutes in, we're in the mountains driving on, like, a windy road. He's like, last night, what would if you were here right now? When it was raining and you're wasted. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Holy fuck.
So all that to say, I need to get it together. And the week before that, I was, like, back on my shit, not filming. Every day after that until the trip, I was, like, eating, like, beans and rice, healthy salad.
Beans and rice is such a funny example, but so true.
But that's what
I love.
Working out, not drinking, like, just, like, getting it back together. So, like.
So for 2 days? We filmed on Tuesday and you left on Thursday.
Oh, okay. So Monday, Wednesday.
That week.
So 2 days, yeah.
Okay, and that's great.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I've been having a lot of body image issues.
Yeah. I think you genuinely stopped drinking and then you started drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And that will make you lose 15 pounds and then gain it immediately.
Yeah.
That is like the number one thing people do to lose weight. And then the second they start drinking again, you can tell.
For sure.
Literally, this, like, when we were on the batch trip on Saturday, which was like our last night there, we were like taking photos and we were all just saying, like, we look so bloated and fucked up because we had just been drinking all weekend. Like,
Yeah.
it literally just, like, is the craziest, most disgusting thing because it's poison. So
It is poison.
that's what we need to remind ourselves.
As I'm drinking this margarita.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, I'm trying to love myself
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Like, back a year
I think
ago.
you love yourself more when you're not drinking anyway, aside from the body.
That's fair, because I'm not yelling at my boyfriend that I'm going to leave him in Asheville.
The mountains.
That's so insane.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I know.
But, like, you were hammered, so, like, drunk people do psycho shit. So the only way to not do psycho shit when you're drunk is to not get that drunk.
Yep.
That's it.
So, I'm going to refine my balance, although I am going to my sister's bachelorette weekend in
Yeah,
New
so it's not going to happen
Orleans.
this week, but...
But I do have hope because, like, anytime that I even do a few days of it, I feel better. And I'm like, I can tell that I'm like...
Yeah, I think just do those as often as you can and just, like, remind yourself how good it feels. I have a friend at volleyball who stopped drinking recently and, like, genuinely you can immediately tell.
Yeah.
Like, he's just more present, clear-headed. You can tell it in his face. He stopped drinking for, like, 3 days. And Morgan was like, he looks so good. I can tell he stopped drinking. And I'm like, girl, that was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
I mean, that was me this summer. Like, you couldn't have told me shit in July. Other than being sad.
Yeah.
Like...
I will say every single one of your pictures you looked like Slenderman.
Oh.
From
Like, in
the
a
trip.
bad way? Oh, in the trip. I thought you meant in July I looked too skinny.
No. I'm saying, like, from the trip. I would have never known that you were having, like, you look skinnier than ever.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But, like, also, like...
Just, not what it's about.
And that's why I, like, even hesitate sometimes to talk about it on here. Because I don't want to be, like, that bitch that's, like...
For sure.
You need to be skinny to feel good. It's more about the healthier
Feeling
habits.
good.
And, like I said on here before, the self-discipline and...
It feels very good to set something and achieve it.
Yep, for sure.
Every day.
Yeah.
And I think not drinking on weekdays is, like, a good thing to try and do, or just, like, try not to drink until you go on the bachelorette trip. That's, like, another 2 days or whatever, like, probably 3.
Yeah.
So
I can do that.
do the same thing again.
I will.
We don't
And
have
then-
to drink on the podcast even.
I didn't
next
have
week.
to. I just wanted to.
Well, today, whatever. But, like, next week, maybe don't.
Maybe I won't.
Or maybe it will.
Maybe I will.
I don't know.
Who knows?
But, yeah, I think your boyfriend drinks. So you guys drink when you hang out, which just automatically makes you drink more than you did when you weren't with him. So
For sure. And that's the thing, too, because...
It's very, very hard to try to not drink around someone who is drinking. Like, what are you going to do? Go out and he's drinking and you're not?
Well, that's why I think you're right in saying, like, during the week I shouldn't. Because he doesn't drink during the week because he's working.
Right.
So, like, if I'm drinking during the week, that's, like, all that extra. But, like, we match each other's drinks on the weekends. Like, not one of us drinks more than the other. We each get the same amount of drinks each time.
Yeah.
But it sucks because I did lose a lot of weight from last year to this time. And then when I do go on little benders, if you will, not all of it comes back, obviously. But, like, I'm like, damn, I'm not, like that. But
No, it's, like, very quick the way that alcohol...
Isn't it crazy?
The dropping and the gaining. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And I've said a million times, wish I drank. So I could lose 15 pounds in 3 weeks from stopping drinking.
Yeah.
But I don't. So
Maybe you should start.
and
I'm just kidding. Kick Phil's
gain
out.
more
Tell
weight.
him you're leaving him here.
Gain more
in the
weight than I
mountains.
am right now just to lose it so that I can feel accomplished.
I think you're fucking beautiful.
Well,
and
me
I know you
too.
think I'm beautiful.
Of course.
And I know that you think I was beautiful even when I did have more weight.
Of course.
And that's the thing, too. Like,
I think everyone is beautiful. I think there's just nothing you can do about the way that you feel about yourself. It just fucking sucks.
no, I don't think that's true, though. I think you can.
It's hard. It's too hard.
It is hard.
Speaking of drinking, no, I actually didn't drink
Oh.
anything at any point. Interesting. But I thought I did, but then I remembered I didn't. But this weekend,
Oh, yeah, your Saturday.
spur of the moment, decided to go to a random guy's lake house.
What?
Okay. So I have a friend at volleyball who is moving to Hawaii in 2 weeks.
Of course.
He is friends with another guy from volleyball who happens to be 62 years old.
Hot.
Who I've never interacted with. I think you would think he's really hot.
Oh.
Straight. So he has a lake house that apparently people have been going to all summer unbeknownst to me. Again, I don't know this man, but
So,
I'm like,
they
I
know
get
you.
there and I'm like, this hidden gem has been here all summer. I told this man so many times on this trip, I'm like, Don, you don't know the monster that you've created, but you won't be able to get me to leave next summer. Like, if you're like open inviting me, it's an hour away.
Where?
Kentucky, Owenston. It's a gated lake resort community.
Whoa.
It was insane. They obviously have a boat.
Obviously.
They have kayaks. I got in one, avenged myself on my little trip. Aww. It was absolutely impossible to get back out because you can't get into it from the dock. And they just have like rocks leading down into the lake. And I literally could not get back up. It was so hard, but it didn't matter. I was out there. I floated around. There was a cockroach inside of the kayak with me. And I said, that's fine. I have to do this.
That's how Levi felt in our Airbnb. There was a cockroach.
You were the cockroach?
I was the cockroach.
And he said, that's fine.
I'm glad that you got to like reassociate and avenge yourself.
I literally saw a woman on a kayak. I said, do you guys have kayaks? And they said, yes. And I'm like, I'm getting off this boat right now and I'm getting in that kayak. And I'm reclaiming kayaking.
Aww.
It was awesome. And like a lake kayak is just like fun too because you really just like paddle around. Yeah, like a river like makes
it's a straight narrow path.
Yeah, a lake.
Where
I can go
couldn't
wherever
you
I
go?
want. Exactly. But so we went up there Saturday and then we went home Saturday and then we went back up Sunday because it's an hour away. Me, Morgan, and Mackenzie.
Oh my God.
And then
was there no speak of this in the GC?
I can't remember, honest to God.
Well, if it was Saturday, I guess I wouldn't have known because I was too busy packing my bags.
And then Brianna from the Zach and Brianna story was there. And then Luis, who's also involved in the Zach and Brianna story. And then Ahmed, who's moving to Hawaii. It was like his going away party. And then like a bunch of other people from volleyball came and it was literally so fun. Like I can't explain what a boat does to me, but like I'm cured of whatever was going on with me before. I'm absolutely cured. I'm actually
amazing.
PMSing now, so I'm not cured, but you know, the vibes.
But I feel like talking about it re-sparked a glow in
you. If we could go next weekend, I would. I don't know if it'll be too cold or what the vibes are, but like holy fuck, I tubed. Then I tubed differently. There's the kind of tube where it's like an inner tube circle shape and you hold onto the handles and you're just like hanging.
Yeah.
But then they have this other tube.
Okay.
That's seated. And it's 3 seats. And you have handles on the armrest. And you're just like this.
Erin, I could cry. That sounds so beautiful.
I have so many videos I'm going to show you. I took such cute pictures. Please go like my Instagram picture. It's fucking flopping.
No, fuck you. Because your flop picture has more likes than my picture for my birthday. You guys.
That's disgusting.
So not fuck you. Fuck you guys.
No, literally. And fuck Instagram because we both can't post 20 photos. We can still only post 10 photos.
I did it on my Finsta.
But your Finsta has 20. Like, that's crazy. I'm pissed about it. Because I went on the batch trip and then this, and I hadn't posted from either. So I was like, I'm going to do a 20 photo dump from both weekends and call it a day.
And Instagram
I pick out my 20, and they're like, just 10 for you, peasant.
They put me down to 5 at this point. Like, I can't even do it.
I was so mad.
I was really upset too because I wanted to post. I posted like a selfie like I do every year on my birthday. of just like, here's the year that I am, whatever. And then I was like, well, I want to post a whole photo dump because we had such a good time. Oh, no photo dump in sight.
None for you.
Also,
Instagram's just done. It's over. It's dead.
yeah,
I hate it.
and I applied to be verified. Linked my radio segment, linked our podcast, linked all the stations that I run the social media for. Oh, honey, denied.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
Like, I feel like iHeart should get you some credibility.
I thought, but I guess they're giving it all to Ryan Seacrest.
Everything that you want in life, they just give to Ryan Seacrest.
Like, dead ass.
Literally.
I texted you recently because he's the new host of
Wheel of Fortune. Sick. Disgusting. I would love to go to that again.
Me too, but I wish we hosted it.
I wish we
You could be my
were on
Vanna.
Lingo.
Or you could be the host and I'll be your Vanna. Like, there's no gender roles here.
We should switch. That would be such a slay.
You know what? When we do our live show, we should do a Wheel of Fortune segment for like 20 minutes. Like, have some people come up and answer some questions.
How?
In a good way. We'll have poster boards. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We'll have 10 people up there and they'll just flip them.
I think that'd be really fun and cute.
I do too. But the word would be like cunt or like something funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Please do.
And is our live show November 3rd or like what the fuck happened with that? We never spoke of that again.
Yeah, you kept changing the date on me. It was my birthday.
You kept changing the date on me,
No.
and this was not your birthday.
No.
This was like 2 weeks ago.
No. Oh, I did.
I know.
I just thought you changed the date once.
But do you know that we've never talked about that? So, like, I have no context other than the text that you sent me. Like, what happened? Where were you? What happened?
Oh my God. Okay, so my bestie Connor was like, I'm playing music at this comedy show. Mm-hmm. His friend's a comedian. Super nice. It was at this bookstore. I forget what it's called. I texted it to you. The owner's name was Bobby.
Oh, amazing.
Sexy.
Okay.
Like, sexy, bro. This bookstore was all, like, used vintage books. Such a vibe. The comedians were hilarious. And then Connor played at the end. So, like, me, Hannah, Patty went. And, like, we're all sitting there having a great time. The owner, I was like, Bobby, look. My friend and I have a podcast.
And do.
We want to do a live show. And we're looking for a venue. Could we do it here? He said we could do it for free if people buy shit.
Like alcohol?
No, they don't have alcohol. It's a bookstore. So, like, people have to buy books, but they have a thrift shop in the side of it with, like, clothes.
I don't think we can do our live show at a place that doesn't serve alcohol.
No, but here's the thing. At this comedy show, they just brought a bunch of alcohol, set it on a table. So, like, we'll just buy stuff. People can have it, and it'll be amazing.
Amazing.
It's a perfect venue. It's very intimate and cute.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, people just have to, like, promise to, buy something. And, like, this
Patronize
stuff, like,
the business.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll look into that. I need to message him.
You said, bro, I'm at a comedy show and that guy just performed and did that bit. And I was like, I know this. So I saw a local comedian one time who told a joke that will live in my head rent-free forever. I've told everyone about it. I found him on Twitter. I found the clip of him doing it. I've retweeted it. I've sent it to everyone I know. I've told everyone I know.
Which is why I had no idea he was local. And then he started doing it. And at first I was like, this is the guy.
Where have I heard this before? His name is Blake Hammond. He's super funny. He has a podcast with a guy named Rand Barnacle, and they are so fucking funny. He does this bit where he's talking about pop punk and like emo music, which is what I love and grew up on as my favorite genre.
17 Forever at Metro Station.
Went to Warped Tour, the whole thing. Still have the angst in my blood. And the show that I went to, like, he goes, is anyone here a fan of pop punk? And I go, woo! Just me. He turns and then goes, all right, this is for you, and tells me. He's telling just me this joke. He literally faces his whole body towards me. The crowd is looking at me, and it makes it so much funnier. But it's like about how now all of the lead singer, like all the people in those bands are like getting charged with like sexual assault of minors and shit. And he's like, and it's weird because like you could hear it in their songs, like they were just telling you, and then he just like pretends to sing a bunch of fake songs and like makes the lyrics similar to what they really are.
Yeah.
But the one is like, I wish it was high school vacation forever so I could hang out with my girlfriend. And it's just so fucking
The
funny.
way you just said that is exactly how he sings it. And the one is like, is it wrong if I want to take you to prom?
Exactly. Yeah, I've heard them all. So, yeah, really funny. And then obviously Bobby saw that live in the flesh. And
yeah,
that's so funny. You said November 10th live show. I said November 10th sounds great. You said, never mind, I can't do November 10th. I forgot I'm going to Columbus. But the 17th? Also, we can talk about this later when you're home. I was on the Bachelorette trip. I was out of town, bitch, not you.
my bad.
And I didn't change the date, you did.
Well, you know what?
I can't do November 10th. And then you said November 17th. I said Mackenzie's birthday, so no. You said, fuck, so true. 3rd? I said November 3rd. And you said yes. And I said yes. And then we never spoke of it again, and I didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, we need to do the live show November 3rd.
Yeah, well, can we? Like, did you get that guy's contact or what?
Yes,
Okay, great.
I did.
So we have an announcement. Our live show is going to be November 3rd at Household Books.
But here's the deal.
Oh, no.
Mackenzie was telling me dates that she can make it. And I need to look back and make sure she can make it November 3rd. Because I'm not doing the live show without Mackenzie or
She
Maddie
needs
Getz.
to be on stage.
Both of them need to be there.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'll make sure.
Okay,
But
great.
tentatively November 3rd. Mark it down. Come through.
What day is that of, like, the week?
Sunday. December 7th?
I love that date.
What's wrong with December 7th?
Why do I love that date?
Wait, it's
There's
so
something about
hot.
it.
No, I know. When I saw it, it was empty and beautiful.
12/7.
We're doing 12/7.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, we're done. Thank you so. Whoa.
We're done?
Girl, we've been filming for so long.
An hour?
An hour and 45 minutes at least.
Oh. Okay.
Do you have more?
I guess I just won't even tell you guys.
Tell us what? If you have more, you have more. I thought we were done and we've been filming for forever, so I was just.
We have been filming for forever, but I do want to say, okay, our live show is going to be December 7th. I want to
Probably.
get that on camera.
Well, we need to confirm that with the venue, but yeah.
Okay.
Bobby, if you will.
When I was leaving to come here,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a note on my front door of my building.
Another note.
Not, it's worse. PSA.
Do you think it's the same person?
No.
Okay.
PSA. Last night, someone vandalized our apartment door. Put a substance on the handle. It may have been someone in this building or someone who gained entry. Please be aware of your surroundings, lock doors. Okay? Very ambiguous.
Scary.
Taped to this note is a random bottle cap. I wanted to know maybe what you thought that meant. And what substance did they put on the handle? Like, are they saying someone pissed on our door or someone put meth on the door?
No, like, did they put fentanyl on your door handle?
That's what I'm saying.
Last night,
Oh,
someone-
I'm so sorry. The cap, you can't see it in this pic. That's a Carmex cap.
I thought it was a Coke cap.
It's Carmex.
I'm going to have to insert
Which
this.
makes me a little weary because we have a lot of Carmex between Levi and I. So did he fentanyl someone and put Carmex on them?
Yeah, I bet. Why did they tape the top of a thing of Carmex to this note? And was it them that taped it or someone else later?
And
What substance?
they underlined a substance.
They put a substance on the handle. They underlined all that. I think you have to write back on this note and be like, what do you mean by all this? ...
And did you
Mean to say that. Well, there's yours of the week, because what the fuck?
I have a different one of the week.
Are you kidding?
If you can even imagine.
I cannot.
What's yours?
Oh, I know what mine is.
All right, go ahead.
We just have to put it in the fridge.
That's fine.
You were talking about the note on the door. Okay, so the camera got too hot. It got too hot again, and then it died. We listened back to the audio, and there's a fucking psycho sound happening in it, so...
Something's burning.
So yeah, crazy note. Maybe we'll hear some more about that next week. But my Did You Mean to Say That of the week happened earlier today. I ordered Uber Eats, a little breakfast sandwich from Sugar and Spice. Not sure why I did that. It just popped up. Whatever. I was hungry. It arrives like so much later than it's supposed to. And at this point, I'm getting on a call. So I message and I'm like, hey, like, dial the number. I'll let you in. Leave it on the blue chairs in the lobby. Like, so sorry, I'm on a call. Like, whatever. He's like, what's the door? I tell him. He's like, how do I get in? I tell him again. Then it calls for like a second and then hangs up immediately. So then I said, like, try it again. Like, that didn't work. And then, like, we're so many messages in and he just goes, I speak Spanish. All this is in English, by the way. And I know that Uber has, like, a translate button because I get Uber drivers all the time that don't speak English. And, like, I have received messages in, like, Russian before. And I just hit translate and it translates it to English. So, like, there's definitely translate within the app. So I was very confused by it. And obviously you're typing in Spanish and having it translate it for you, I assume, because what? It was very confusing. So then I get on Google Translate and I just start Google translating like everything that I need to say. I'm copy pasting like Spanish stuff to him. Mind you, I'm not saying anything super complicated because you know how Google Translate can be like fucked up. I'm not saying anything that would ever get fucked up. Like I'm using very basic words, whatever. And I say like, call the thing again, da-da-da-da-da. He calls it again. I let him in this time. Then he's like, okay, I'm in front of 2 blue chairs and plants. And I said, set it down on the blue chair. He said, which one? I said, no importante.
Pick a blue chair.
I just said, does not matter. Then he is like going back and forth with me. He's like, where do I go? And I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like, oops. I say, fuck it. I give him my apartment number. He said, I don't know where that is. And then I said, just leave it on the chair then. You can leave it in the lobby. And then he's like, it's so big. I don't know how to find that. How do I get to that floor? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I'm literally typing out like, it doesn't matter. Leave it on the chair. Leave it wherever you want. Leave it in the lobby. You do not have to come up to my apartment. Like,
throw it in the river.
No, at one point I was like, just wherever you are at, put it there.
Take a picture. I'll find it.
That's the last thing I said. I lost it now because I was Googling the Danny DeVito pillows. But I was like, you do not need to come up to my apartment. Leave it wherever you are. He stops answering. I sent him like 3 more. I'm like, leave it in the lobby. Leave it. Then I get a call again to let him in the door again. He somehow went out and got back in. He's in my apartment building, hand to God, no exaggeration, for 25 minutes. In the lobby of my apartment, not knowing where to put the food.
Oh.
And not answering me, not calling me, just roaming around. And when he called the second time, I can hear him talking to someone else, like in that little box. And they're like, yeah, I mean, like, that's the right number. Like, I don't know. And I'm like,
put it on the floor.
Put it wherever you're standing.
And it was
drop it and
one
run
sandwich.
out. One singular sandwich, which was obviously disgusting by the time I got it. I end up having to go down because he's not answering anymore. And I find him in the elevator. He's like coming out of the elevator. I don't know if he went up and then came back. I don't know what he was doing. And I just said, like, me. And I take it. He laughs almost like he's annoyed.
He probably was
and
annoyed.
I just turned around and went upstairs because
but not
what?
Through any fault of yours, but he probably was annoyed at himself.
I don't even know what for because like I don't know why you're so concerned about where to drop it. So my real, like, biggest takeaway, my real did you mean to say that of the week is when I said leave it on the blue chair and he said which one? And
Yeah.
there's 2 blue chairs. And he's genuinely asking me, which of these 2 blue chairs would you like for me to leave it on? And I said, it doesn't matter. And then he still didn't leave it on one.
Pick a side.
And stayed
pick a
for
side.
15 more minutes.
I had a
Stressful.
similar
Tipped him still,
experience
though.
last night.
Okay.
Also tipped.
Of course.
I ordered White Castle.
Classic.
Only thing
Which-
open, by the way, at night.
I kind of want.
Oh, so bad. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I ordered my usual.
Chicken ring sliders, mozzarella sticks.
Yep.
Really?
And loaded fries.
Oh, bacon
We
and
split.
cheese?
We split. Yeah.
Okay.
Ordered it.
Okay.
Says on the way, coming so soon, bestie, slay. Then it does the thing where it's like dropping off another order, and I'm like, I've already been waiting forever.
Yeah.
Turns out coming to me first, and I'm like, slay.
Amazing.
Well.
Oh no.
We're sitting at my kitchen table. I say, Levi, go get the food. It's here. It's dropped off.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. Brings the food in. Said, did you get a drink? Fuck is right. Because no, I did not get a Hawaiian punch.
I knew you
Should
didn't.
have. Texted the guy. I think you mixed up the orders. This is the wrong order. This guy says, don't know. That's what gave me a restaurant. So, like, same vibe. And look, I'm not here to be.
You speak 2 languages, I speak 1. I'm dumb.
Exactly.
Totally.
I said, it is incorrect. Entire wrong order. I am sorry. So I'm in the Uber app, or the DoorDash app, mind you. I say, hey.
He probably didn't even mix up the orders. Like, they probably just gave him the wrong order. Or do you think he got 2 from White Castle?
He got 2 confirmed.
So he still had yours in the car?
And I'm like, just bring me the right one. That's happened to me before, where someone's been like, oh, I switched up the orders. I gave them back the order.
Yeah.
And they,
But
I
he
am
didn't
sorry.
know what you were saying. Yeah.
He didn't know what I was saying or didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I try to request in the Uber app, like, got the wrong order. They say, scan the receipt.
No receipt.
There's no receipt. For the first time in my life, there's no receipt. So, through loopholes, because DoorDash is the worst fucking service in the world.
Please don't get me started.
Oh, it's infuriating.
Imagine getting banned unlawfully and jumping through fucking hoops trying to get it back, creating a new email address, getting a new phone,
do you
making
remember,
a fake phone number. Still can't, neither one of us.
But do you remember when we were all affected for a minute?
I remember vividly.
Crazy. I said there's also no receipt. No reply, obviously. He's moved on. Giving my order to someone else. Whatever. DoorDash
That's
is...
so sad for both of you because you could have just done the swap. They are also now getting the wrong order.
Yeah.
A great order.
DoorDash says, you've requested too many incorrect things. We're not giving you a refund.
I don't have time for them anymore. I hate that they have put that onus on the customer as if I want to be getting the wrong order. As if I want to be making these requests.
Like, I want to be eating
as if I'm trying to swindle DoorDash.
Like, I wanted to be eating my Mott Sticks 20 minutes before I was.
100%. More than 20 minutes.
Oh, an hour?
At least. Because I'm assuming you had to then replace the entire order and get a new one?
Yeah. So,
yeah, an hour.
we get the order. Levi's just happy to be here. So he's eating the new order. He's like, oh, I like this, whatever. And I'm like,
he's eating the new order.
I'm like, I didn't get anything that I ordered.
Oh, I like this.
I didn't get anything I ordered.
They get fucking sliders.
Yeah. I get the chicken sliders, like the chicken patty.
Oh, I know, with the rings.
No, not the ring. The chicken
get the
patty.
Chicken ring sliders?
No, I get the chicken patty sliders.
I didn't even know they made those.
So good.
Whoa.
Anyway, I'm throwing a fit again. Levi's like,
not the same way.
Get in the car. Not in the same way. He's like, get in the car. We're going to White Castle. I'll drive you. I'll pay for your new order.
Yeah. So sweet.
We're on our way.
He runs out of gas.
He says, what did you want from White Castle? I say, revenge.
Right.
Puts on my story. But we go there. He buys me all my food that I wanted. So sweet.
Happy birthday to you.
But while we're there, okay, this man at the window Levi asks for a water. This man says, I don't think you want it. It's blue. He's like,
Did he mean to say that?
He's like, the water? He's like, you don't want the water tonight. And I still ate all the food. Willy-nilly. You don't want that.
Wait, I'm freaking out.
It's blue.
Tonight.
Just well, yeah, tonight,
Like,
specific. You don't want it tonight.
how?
Tomorrow it's orange. But
How? Why? How would water ever be blue?
we didn't care to ask.
And like, why at the White Castle? Like, where are they sourcing their water from that has blue water? And was that happening to the houses
Norwood?
surrounding?
Like, hello?
What the fuck? Blue?
Blue. It might have been green. I think it was blue, though. One of those colors, either way, is insane.
Green makes a little more sense.
Why?
Not sure, but
I think green
does.
would make it worse.
But I think
If it was
green,
a little blue, I'd be like, okay.
But green like makes sense in the terms of like where we source water from. There's green things in water, like moss and whatever. Like
yeah, like at a
maybe it
restaurant
didn't
where
get
they're supposed to
filtered.
be like health coded.
I just mean like if there was something wrong with water.
Yeah,
in
it wouldn't
Norwood
be
that
blue.
night,
I see that.
why would it be blue? Like you'd have to like dye it blue for it to be blue. Like what? That's insane.
So I got my food,
and I wonder what that means.
to say the least.
Happy birthday.
And that was very sweet of him to drive there. But
Sometimes you just like that's happened to me so many times where the order gets so fucked up and you've been waiting for so long. It's like, why didn't we just drive there an hour ago? Let's just drive there.
I should have. And
Yeah.
I should
We
cancel my DoorDash.
Always drive there.
It's insane.
It's insane. I'm gonna order something right now. I'm so hungry.
Starving. I'm
Yeah.
ordering food to home.
Yeah.
Like it should be there in 2 hours.
Hopefully.
Blue.
Ugh.
So anyway, did you mean to say that was not that, but that counts.
Wait, so what was your did you mean to say that?
It's the whole story. I DJ at a gay club.
Oh, that was your did you mean to say that?
The manager asked me the other night if I would take over karaoke from a very popular DJ who we love, DJ Brewwave.
Fucking known.
Well fucking known. DJing the after party for Charlie XCX in Columbus.
Which actually, me
Are you
and Maddie
going?
Getz need to go to that. I
Yeah,
need to
text
plan
her.
that like now.
Text her. It's like, we need a new DJ for karaoke nights. I'm like, okay, bet. It's not as much money as I would like to make, but I need the extra money because my credit card got sent to collections.
That was the topic.
I had so many other topics. Like, we're fucked. Credit card got sent to collections last week. I made a payment plan. They asked me if I wanted DJ karaoke. I'm like, yes, I need anything I can get.
That's true.
They posted a flyer at 1 a.m. last night with my face on it saying, this is the new and improved karaoke.
New and improved.
Which
even if
I was a better DJ.
No. Even if the story that you're about to tell, unbeknownst, even if this person knew about it, still a psycho fucking thing to say.
Absolutely. So this person, the DJ, comments, huh? And I'm like, fuck. They did
Comments on the flyer and says, huh? As in him seeing for the very first time that the gig that he does every week is now being run by someone else. He's finding out via a flyer on Instagram.
Meanwhile, imagine being the most popular, hottest DJ in the city.
So sexy.
And then seeing that someone's taking it over who drinks blue White Castle water.
It has a failing podcast.
A failing. No, but,
Failing up.
like I was like, new and improved is crazy. That's my did you mean to say that?
That's genuinely my did you mean to say that is putting that as the caption, like, you psycho.
So I reached out to the DJ. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, I didn't know we were being taken over. And I'm like, bet, me neither. I thought you couldn't do it anymore because you're booked and busy. So
Right.
whatever. So we worked it out. I'm going to do it this week and then not consistently. He's going to keep his gig. When he needs a fill-in, which was the original plan, I'm going to fill in.
Cool.
That's my did you mean to say that.
Worked it out on the remix. Did you talk to the manager about this?
He was in the group chat after a while. So we're talking privately, and then the DJ texted the whole group chat and said, hey, just want to clear up all the confusion. We're still dedicated to this gig that is ours.
That I never told you I was quitting.
Never. So it's all weird. And I didn't want to like text the manager and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Because like DJing there on the weekend that I do it is like a lot of money for me per month. So I didn't want any weird beef, which apparently is going on. So I just kept my yap shut. I'm going to do it this week. My credit card, I made a payment plan. Then I tried to change it, and online it wouldn't let me change it. This is going to be really quick. Called them today. This really, really nice guy named Charles Ferguson answered. He said his name like 20 times.
That's so funny.
I told him the sitch. I was like, I'm trying to spread out my payments. He was like, well, we have a thing where you can pay 35% of your total bill.
Unrelated.
That's related.
No, my yawn. Unrelated.
Oh, the yawn. Yeah. It is boring.
It's not. I'm really
so
engaged.
poor.
I've been yawning so bad this whole time.
Because they're starving us. Was like, we have a thing right now, which I think you should take advantage of if you have the funds. You can pay 35% of your total bill in a lump sum and be completely over it. I don't have the sum, so I took out a loan.
Oh my God, I was about to say, you're playing a dangerous fucking game.
No. Because either way, what I was paying in interest on my credit card that I was ignoring for years and not paying the minimum or anything on it because it stressed me out.
No, I'm so stressed about credit cards. Like, you, Taylor, and Hannah are like the only people I know who even have credit cards. And like,
never
you're
again.
all in debt. And it is like the most stressful thing to me that I've ever heard of. And like, I will never have a credit card.
Do not.
For as long as I live. Like, they can't make me. What's wrong with a debit card? Well, it's all my own money. I want more.
Exactly. And that was my thing. Like, when I got my credit card back in, like, 2018.
It's just so predatory. It should be illegal. I can't believe it exists. Like, when all of you talk about the amount of debt that you're in and, like, how the interest works and how the payments work, I'm just like, there's no way this is real.
$8,000 in debt that I was supposed to spread out through 15 weeks, but that was like $500 a month. So I called them to say, I can't pay $500 a month. Let's spread this out to 40 weeks and like I'll pay whatever a month.
Spread this out to 10 years at this point. Fuck it. Who cares?
This guy says, look, we have a really good deal going on. He was very nice and like legit. And I talked to him for like an hour. So I know he was legit. He was like, we usually offer like things because we want people to pay in lump sum so we get the money. But, like, this is a really good deal. You can pay 35%, which is, like, $2,000 plus. And one-time payment, you'll never hear about it again. And I was like, word. I don't have that money, but I know someone who does. So, I'm paying back someone who shall not be named.
Overtime. Not over 15 weeks. Maybe over 40 weeks.
9
weeks.
9 weeks.
Oh, because it's way less money.
35% of the lump sum.
Right.
Of the total amount. So
now it's over? Like, you just pay them a fraction of what you actually owe them and now it's over?
Yes, bro. Which is insane. I'm like, why doesn't everyone get sent to collections? It was worth it. But also not worth it because
seems like a scam.
I got thousands of dollars in that. No, it's not a scam. I looked so much into it.
Okay.
Talked to my bank about it, my credit union.
So they just genuinely were like, we want some money
They
back.
want the money.
Very
and most of the money that I owed was from interest payment that I wasn't paying.
That's the thing about credit cards and student loans that like fucks me up so badly and is just like,
I'll never pay a student loan.
This country to the ground.
I delete those emails. I'm not paying that.
At me with my medical bills. Like,
I went to jail.
Who
you
had
want
surgery?
me to pay?
Literally.
No.
Wait, what?
I'm saying.
Fuck do those two things have to do with each other?
I don't know. College was just a lot for me. Like, I'm not interested in paying
them.
Oh,
I see. You went to jail while you were in college.
Yeah, so I'm not paying them.
It doesn't really matter what happened to you in college. I don't think anyone should pay those. I think it's insane.
Yeah, and like Biden was forgiving them left and right, and then he all of a sudden forgot. So like.
He forgave like one time $20,000.
No, he did not. He forgave multiple times. He kept renewing it. And I know this for a fact because I owe student loans and I always got the emails. No. I'm sorry. They were not forgiven. They were extended. Like, I didn't have to pay them for a long time.
Oh, I'm talking about
He did do a one-time loan forgiveness.
Yeah, like
yes.
$20,000.
And I got that. But after that, it was like, it's extended. It's extended. But my other thing is, I'm not paying that.
No.
It's like if you go to the hospital.
No, that's what I was saying. Is
I'm
like
not paying that.
All of my medical bills are in collections right now, and my credit score keeps going up. I don't understand it, but I'm never paying those. Like, sorry, I had to have fucking surgery.
Sorry, I had to have an education.
Those bills are none of my business. And I try and tell people, and they're like, it's affecting my credit, and I'm like, it's not.
And also, I'm sorry. Who cares about credit?
Who cares about
Who
your
cares?
credit? And it's like,
not me.
Like I was having this conversation with Hannah. I'm like, you just got a new car, so your credit was fine enough to get a new car. So 1, don't even worry about it. 2, you don't need a car for a long time. 3, you don't want to buy a house.
Exactly.
So
those are the
would
two.
I give a shit about credit?
Those are the two things like you maybe need credit for, but also if my car broke down today, knock on wood, whatever, I wouldn't need amazing credit to just buy a used car.
No. You can buy one on Facebook for $800 and who would know?
Exactly.
Fuck credit.
Anyway.
Fuck this fuck ass country. Fuck all the loans.
And fuck DoorDash.
And fuck the Federal Reserve. That's the real tea.
Yeah. And fuck me Saturday night.
Totally.
Yeah.
I did not know.
I should be paying interest for that.
You should.
So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.
Whew, thank you guys so much for watching our 2-hour-long episode. Please
leave in the comments what you think Aaron and I will order on DoorDash.
Please. Well, leave in the comments what you think we did, because this is coming out 2 days from now.
Yeah.
And also leave me some positive vibes in the comments retroactively for how hard this is going to be to edit. Because the camera died 80 times. I started a bunch of new clips, and it's 2 hours long.
And
at least.
And there was a high frequency sound throughout all of it.
I forgot about the sound.
I know. Who's forgetting now, bitch? Just kidding. Leave Aaron good vibes.
Send
I'm so
help,
sorry.
please.
And we love you.
Love you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one.